Could BMNR have another epic squeeze like it did last summer? Let's find out based on the chart. How's it going, everyone? Yas here from Trading Vanguard. I'm a technical trader who trades short squeeze, momentum and volatile stocks. All of the information shown on this video is not financial advice and just my opinion. So guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another technical analysis on the ticker BMNR, otherwise known as BitMine Immersion Technologies. And this ticker has been slightly popular recently, based on apparently the YouTuber Mr. Beast putting in a 200 million investment. But as you guys know, I don't care about news, I don't care about fundamentals, I care only on technicals and what the chart tells me. So guys, as usual, let's switch on the drawings and let's see what's going on with BMNR. So guys, what is happening, or what did happen? So guys, let's look at the stock. Okay, as you guys are probably all aware, BMNR had a monster squeeze of over 3,000% last summer. We know the stock went from, let's take a look, I think the bottom was in at, I think $4. Yeah, $4.07. Pull this down a little bit. So the stock went from $4 and just whatever. And then guys, it had a high of around $160. So 3,500%, guys, which is crazy. Look, first things first, guys, what I'd like to get clear is there is absolutely no way a retail trader could have predicted such a move. Okay, there is no way any one of us could have thought today, today the stock is at $4 and within a couple of days it will be at 160. So I just wanted to sort of get that out of the way. However, when the stock did start moving, it was clear as to what the stock wanted to do. And guys, as you lot know, a big part of my trading strategy is open gaps, and guys, that's exactly what the algo's done. We can see, guys, that the algos came up, started squeezing, and with the crazy volume it had, right? Imagine trading 26k shares and the next day over 110 million shares. Guys, that volume is not normal. Okay, that volume is not normal at all. And guys, for anyone that could spot that that volume is not normal, you can automatically make a good assumption as to why the algos are doing that. And guys, simply it's to come up and close the open gap. So we can see there was two open gaps here, waiting at around $65 and then $69. And guys, the final monster open gap was waiting at around $123. And guys, immediately as soon as that gap was closed, we can see that the stock got rejected. Okay, so that happened, and once the stock had completed what it had to do, once the algos had done what they had to do, guys, the stock entered into this descending trend pattern. Okay, quite simple, which has been controlling the price since that squeeze. So as soon as the gaps were closed, guys, the stock had no interest in staying up at those price levels. And once it's done its thing, I can only feel bad, guys, for people who have bought up here. To anyone thinking, oh, the stock could go further. No, guys, the algos have got one purpose, and that was to close the open gaps. And we can see, guys, that anyone that would have bought in around these price levels would have just got trapped. Okay, and right now their portfolio would just be crazy in the red. So guys, with the trend channel, we can see that there are two significant price levels in my opinion. Okay, so the first price level, guys, that I can see that is super significant is $30. Okay, and we can see, guys, once the stock had its mega squeeze, it came back down to this support, and then automatically, we can see once it came down to the support, it automatically came back up, guys, to the top of the trend channel. Done that once, and then if we go back, we can see, guys, there was a second time where the stock came down and almost broke below it. However, you guys, one thing about me, guys, is before I want to see confirmation of pattern changes, I need to see a full candlestick above or below. And guys, what happened? They tried to completely blast through the price level, and then the candlestick that was going to determine everything just happened to be a doji, guys, which just shows uncertainty, and automatically the bulls bought back in to bring it over the support price level of $30. So we can see now, guys, that the price is just hovering around this price level. And guys, if we look at the price goes to the upside, we can see, guys, 3 beautiful open up gaps waiting. All right, and it's no coincidence, guys, that these up gaps just happen to be waiting at the top of the trend channel. So guys, as of right now, my absolute top price targets for the stock as of right now wouldn't be higher than $52.38. So we can see, guys, typically when we've got 3 open gaps in this situation, so we've got one at $45.16, $48.87, and then the final boss waiting at $52.38. Guys, when we've got open gaps like this, typically they all tend to get closed on the next move up. And guys, if we look at the history on my table on the bottom right hand corner, we can see, guys, that BMNR has been trading since 1999 and has had a total of 735 open and down gaps, and it's closed 712 of them. So guys, the probability of the stock closing them are pretty high. So guys, should the stock break further above this $52.38 and comes out of the trend channel, then the stock can be in for a much bigger squeeze. But until that doesn't happen, then we won't really talk about it. But yes, guys, if the stock was to break above this trend channel pattern, then guys, we can start looking at, higher price levels, especially as there's no Ichimoku cloud waiting to control the price. However, guys, with the good always comes the bad. With the yin always comes the yang. Should the stock, guys, not hold this $30 support, unfortunately, guys, it will not look good, and that's why it will start to get bearish, in my opinion. And guys, looking at the chart, the next support we've got waiting for the stock is waiting at around $17.80. And even this, guys, I've kind of made the line a little bit dotted. Even this, guys, is a very, very faint support. And guys, should the stock not react immediately at this price level, then unfortunately, guys, if we look at the bottom of the trend channel, and look, it could take some time, but guys, the stock could come back down. And unfortunately, guys, the stock could come down to the bottom where the open down gap is waiting at $4.57. And this is where we've got a support waiting at $4.45. I know, unfortunately, people seem to think that stuff like this isn't possible. How can the stock come from $30 to $4? Guys, just the same way the stock went from $4 to $160, guys, without a shadow of a doubt, the stock could come down to $4 and even below. Don't ever think that with trading nothing is possible, guys. What we do is we just trade the pattern, guys. If the stock goes down, we trade down against it. If it goes up, we trade up with it. It's as simple as that. This is how the big boys, the whales, this is how they trade, guys. Okay. The last thing I just wanted to mention, guys, about the stock, okay, and for me, unfortunately, this is the biggest killer, in my opinion, to the stock, is the current float size. So before the stock squeezed, guys, the stock had a float of around 2 million shares. Okay, after the squeeze, guys, the stock is now, the stock now has a float of over 440 million shares, which means, guys, the company absolutely took advantage of the squeeze and diluted the hell out of the stock. Okay, which, as a company, I don't blame them. But, understand, guys, that this does not ever work well in favor for the shareholders. Okay, so that's all I wanted to let you guys know, which means should the stock start trying to break to the upside, guys, the stock needs serious volume. Yeah, make of that what you will, guys. All right, so what did you guys think of BMNR? Is this a stock that you guys are looking into or maybe have on your watch list? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, guys, as per usual, if you guys found this video useful, please drop a like, and if you are a similar trader to myself, consider subscribing, as I will be posting similar content to this. Lastly, I would like to end the video by saying this information is not financial advice. Trading can be extremely risky, and you should always have a trading strategy to stay safe. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.